Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to do a different video. I know I haven't posted in 3 months now, but today I'm taking a different subject now. I'll be talking about what I think are the personal best Lego sets under $100, Star Wars Lego sets to be exact, that I personally think are worth it under $100, which are somewhat affordable compared to the others. So I'm going to start out with the Darth Vader helmet, which is at a good price if your mark is that 10 cent per piece count. It fits right in. It's an 18 plus set. It looks clean. It looks nice. It looks pretty precise to how it actually looks. I believe it looks really cool. It's at a good price for what it is. And it's a good display set. There's no playability with this. However, it's at a good size. It's not as big as I would think, but it's perfectly normal size. Here's just a pencil as a comparison. It's not that big. However, I believe for the amount of pieces that it has, plus the price that it is, and how it genuinely looks, I believe this is a worth it set, and it is 18 plus. So obviously you get the exclusive box that you only get on 18 plus. Well, yeah, moving on to the second one is the child. Let's move on to this one. I'll go on to the child in the end, and I'll explain why. The Daggerbot Jedi training diorama is a really good set. I personally have it. It looks way better than it actually seems. I had this impression that this was very shiny, to be honest, and I was kind of disappointed with that, because when I checked, I looked here, I thought that was really shiny, but I thought that was a problem, but it really isn't. It's a really well-sized Lego set. It doesn't seem that big, but when you actually put it on display, you can see how actually you can see here a minifig in comparison. A stressing part is that one of the actual parts, one of the builds, one page specifically, demands you to, one instruction demands you to build 170 pieces, which is 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 in the swamp, which is kind of brain cell killer, but it is still doable. But this is an overall really good set. It's $80, 1,000 pieces. It's an 18 plus set. If you're looking for the 10 cent per piece count or less, this definitely fits it in. It genuinely looks really good in display and has somewhat of a playability because of how there's the minifigs and stuff. And there's also the R2-D2 with the mud, which I really like because it is exclusive to this set and this set only. And also there is the X-Wing Starfighter, which is supposedly to be under the swamp, and when you actually have it, you can see that there's much more detail here. You can see that it darkens more getting here and is really light here, and there's a snake or two, and it's just overall really cool. I find the detail really cool, and yeah, you should definitely get this. The next one that I do recommend is the Death Star Trench Run, which is also, again, a really good set. It is really good to show. It nearly doesn't fit in the 10 cent per piece count, and the pieces are small, so I don't know if it's worth it for the $60. But overall, I mean, if you want to display it, it looks amazing. I have it as well. I personally think that it looks really nice. The only thing that was a bummer is the size. As you can see here, this is 11.5 inches, and look at the size of this compared to it. If I'm not mistaken, it's not that big. Yeah, it's only 8.5 inches, which isn't that big for a display diorama set. But I find a detail here, which is supposed to copy the Death Star, and the little TIE fighters. I find them really cool, and Luke's X-Wing. I find it really cool, and the little detail and stuff. It's really amazing, and this is also movable. Yeah, it's a really good set. And also, one thing I forgot to mention in this one and the other one, both of them come with a quote. The Force is strong with this one, Darth Vader. And this one comes with "Do or do not, there is no try" by Yoda. And these are quotes, which is somewhat related to the scene. But yeah, moving on to the third option, the Dark Trooper helmet, which is also part of the helmet series. The pieces per count is 693 for $60, which fits right in the $60 margin. It has stickers, which is a bummer. However, it genuinely looks really cool, and it's an 18 plus set. I find it to look pretty cool, and it has a really good displayability, and this red detail looks really nice in the eyes. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look as good as it looks in the online. If you see it in person, it looks better. That I'm just saying that, but it personally does, and it looks really cool. Moving on to the fourth option is the child, right? I'm kind of doing this in order. Like the Darth Vader helmet and the Daggerbot Jedi training, these are like disputing for first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. And then there's also the honorable mentions that I will talk about after this. There is the child, which is really cool. It fits right in the 10 cents per piece count and is pretty cheap for what it is. It's like 8 cents ish, 9 cents I believe per piece, and it's really cool, the detail, and you can also move the ears, eyes, and just move it all. It's actually like pretty decent in size, and as you see, it comes with a minifig of Baby Yoda. And as you see, you can move here, the hand. Yeah, this is a pretty cool set. If it's more of a displayability, but you can also play with it, so there is a bit of playability. However, I guess you could play with it, but it's not really something you would play with. You won't carry a whole Baby Yoda around, right? So I mean, but it's a good set. It's 1,000 pieces. And yeah, moving on to our actual honorable mentions is that didn't really make the list, but is still honorable mentions, is the trash compactor Lego. Not trash compactor, which didn't fully make the list, but was an honorable mention, because I don't believe it's worth it, so I didn't put it on the list. But if you do think this is a cool scene and, well, you like it, I guess it could be worth it for you. If anything, I would just get it for the minifigs, because it comes 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extra 2 on the back, which is R2-D2 and C-3PO, if I'm not mistaken. And the set is, it closes down, and yeah, this is when they were stuck in the trash compactor. A bit more here in detail. And this is a quote by Han Solo: "One thing's for sure, we're all gonna be a lot thinner." Here's the back with C-3PO and R2-D2 trying to get them out, if I'm not mistaken. The size of the set isn't that big. It's 8.5 inches, just like the Death Star Trench Run, which for $90 or 120 Canadian dollars, this is not worth it at all. I believe it does not fit the 10 cents per piece margin, and it just doesn't feel, because not necessarily is it worth it. Is it important for it to be the money itself, because some pieces are larger than others, so it might be more worth it. But I just believe that visually looking, this isn't worth $90. Yeah, but I mean, if you like it, you'll like it. Moving on to another honorable mention is a Darth Vader meditation chamber, which is another really cool set. Meditation chamber set, which is a pretty cool set. But then again, I do not believe it was worth it in the list, because I don't think it's worth it just by looking at it. If I'm gonna put this in display, it does not fit the 10 cents per piece count, which isn't really important, to be honest, but still, for the people that want to know, I don't think it's worth it when you visually display this. It's 7.5 inches, so it's pretty large in length. I mean, it's nearly the size of that diorama, 1 inch apart. But I just don't believe if you want to display this, it looks that cool. I mean, the scene and all is really, really awesome, but don't get me wrong, it's really awesome and stuff. But I just think that visually putting it to visually displaying this, I don't think it's worth $70. But then again, the same thing, if you guys think it's a really cool set, go on ahead, but I just personally think it's not worth it. And the last and final honorable mention is the Yoda, which is right under that 100. It fits right 100 perfectly. It is a cool set. It displays Yoda in itself, and one thing that's cool is that Yoda isn't tall, so this is probably nearly the size that it actually is. It comes with a lightsaber. It comes with the minifig itself. I find it, if there was one thing that they would change, I would definitely get this. I just find these eyes kind of agonizing, because they're just like kind of popped out, and they just stay like that, and it kind of creeps me out, to be honest. But if it was more intact, which I do not know how to make any suggestions for it, but if they made it more as actually into it, like in the minifigs, then I would definitely get it. It's probably like a 6 cent per piece count, but then again, these are all tiny pieces. It's no large ones. 1,700 pieces for $100, and it's exactly $100. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. And yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Peace.